On your mark. Get set.
Go!
During the late 80s and early 90s, there was an epic kids game show called Double Dare where kids got rewarded for being messy. Today, it's back on the air, and all along, there's been one guy in charge. Meet the man that got down and dirty for 7 years straight on the messiest game show in America.
Actually, it was 8.
8, okay, that's 8.
Okay. My name is Marc Summers, and I was the original host of the trivia game show and very messy game show, Double Dare. Double Dare is a show where we ask questions. If you don't know the answer, you can dare the other team. They can double dare you back.
We'll take the physical challenge.
Yeah! If you don't answer a question on our show, you have to take the physical challenge, which could include whipped cream, slime, or some messy substance. And that's how you get points. Ultimately, what you want to do is go to the obstacle course, run all 8 obstacles in 60 seconds or less, and win lots of money and prizes. So the first day I get on the set and I walk out and there's an obstacle course, which I hadn't been told about, and people are dumping whipped cream and then this green substance, and I said, what is that? And they said, that's the slime. Back in the day, it was vanilla pudding, applesauce, and green food coloring. Now Nickelodeon pays some company an exorbitant amount of money to create the slime. It still has to be edible because if it gets in a kid's mouth, they have to be able to digest it without any problem. Back in the early days when we started in 1986, I didn't know about the mess. I had been diagnosed with something called obsessive compulsive disorder. So from 86 until about 94 when we did the show, there was this feeling of being uncomfortable at times around all the mess and slime, and that's how I found out what I had a name.
This is the most disgusting thing. I'm going to step back here just a little bit.
We were referring to the slime as gack. What we found out after the fact was that gack was the slime term for heroin. Nickelodeon puts out a product called Gack, and after the fact didn't realize that, oops, I guess we should have done our homework.
Gack is great stuff. Oozy.
One thing that people would be surprised to know about the show is we would test physical challenges and bring in kids from different schools in the evenings afterwards, and if we couldn't accomplish them 3 times, it never made air. We're not experimenting. It's got to be physically possible to accomplish. It was every kid's dream and almost every adult's dream now to be on Double Dare. Back in the day when we were doing the show, I was having the best time of my life. I've been trying to convince Nickelodeon for the last 10 years to bring this show back, and the answer was always no, 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 no. I got an email that said, call us, and they said, we're bringing it back, but you won't be the host, you'll be the exec producer. And I said, well, who are you going to hire? And they said, we found an influencer. And I said, I have no idea what that means. So they told me about this young lady by the name of Liza Koshy, and I went online and I went, oh my gosh, she's like a 22-year-old Lucille Ball. Passing the baton was easy, simply because at 67 to be on Nickelodeon and hosting a show would be a bit ridiculous. And I still have a huge say-so because as exec producer, I'm able to guide her and teach her, and she takes direction extremely well. So it's kind of a marriage made in heaven. People come up to me on a daily basis and say, oh my gosh, I grew up watching you. And the fun part here is when we're at Double Dare shooting in Los Angeles, the back 2 rows are grown-ups. And when I walk up, I always say, this is my audience, and they applaud. The weird thing is that these people who are now in their 40s have kids the same age they were when they started to watch the show. I'm honored and flattered to have brought so many good memories to a couple of generations of people who look back on Double Dare. And when people come up and say nice things, I just say thank you for even remembering.